Hi, cousin. So I said I was gonna give you a part two to my domestic violence or whatever story. So this is when I broke away from my husband, my ex-husband at the time. Then I moved on to 215. So then, I got rid of him. And then, it is what it is. Later down the line, I started dating again. I met this guy when I was around, I want to say 37. And he was a little younger than me. And I had just got over breaking up with this, I don't know, what the hell. Ooh, that one there was more of a spiritual attack, more of a mental abuse, the one right before him. But that's still abuse all in itself. Don't confuse the narratives to make it look like it's not abuse. Abuse is abuse, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, verbal, just every level. If it ain't right and it's done over to you over and over again to inflict you some type of pain, it is abuse. And that's just what it is, cousins, right? So this guy, we're going to call him D. We're going to call him D. And D was, when I met him, he was everything that I thought I needed at the time. Yes, he was. I had just been mentally stumped over, emotionally manipulated. There was so much happening at the time that I felt like I needed D, right? So when he came into my world, it was a necessity. It was healing at the moment, right? So you get to know somebody, you get to vibing with them. Like we were like best friends, but again, this was my people's. And then he became violent. I don't know what triggered his violence. I believe that what triggered his violence, I ain't making no excuses for nobody, was that he came from violence. And that was a form of his communication. So it was like when he became overstimulated, I think his initial reaction is to defend himself. Because he really wasn't a fighter. So his initial reaction is like, I had to defend myself, or somebody's trying to get me physically. Because he wasn't a fighter. And I do come off like, if I'm arguing, I'm like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? So he may have like taken that as a form of like me about to like physically attack him. So he attacked me first. I don't fucking know. But his energy was completely different. And it wasn't as much. But by then, I'm like, child, I don't even know. What we ain't finna do is that, right? Because I hadn't already been through it. So I'm familiar with the red flags. And we're not doing this. This is not it, right? So let's try to communicate. Let's try to, work through this. His more so was like a spiritual attack. His physical didn't do me any harm for real. Because he couldn't fight. And his hits didn't hurt. So his was more like a spiritual attack, I think. An emotional abuse type of thing. And verbal. He would verbally, he would be one person when he was sober, and then don't let him get that yak in him. I was all kind of fat B this and fat voluptuous this and like I was everything but the child of God. Let's just say that, okay? So he became a whole nother type of person when he was drinking, when he was overstimulated. Like he just wasn't himself, and he became degrading. This was the type of person that would get drunk and just like, you ain't shit. You never be shit. Your mama ain't shit. Your daddy ain't shit. Your granny ain't shit. Like, he was one of them cousins, like, just weird, just, you would want to, yeah, cousins, he just wasn't right. We just gonna say that, okay? So, after a while, somebody doing you like that, I started just, cause who you talking to? So I started to defend myself physically, right? Allegedly, yeah. So I started to defend myself, cause now, bro, you done lost your everlasting mind. Okay, you walk around here like you King Tut, like you are one of the disciples of God, and yeah, no, you got to move the fuck around. So his became more of a verbal thing, more of a try to make me feel less than myself because he was more so projecting. And I never want you to get it confused, right? I say, the first story was about the physical violence. The next story was about the physical and emotional violence of domestic, right? But it's so many levels to this shit. It doesn't just stop there, right? Because with this dude, he was trying to break me spiritually. He was trying to make me feel like I was less than, that I wasn't shit. I was never going to be shit. And this went on for so long. And then it became a physical thing where he knew his words couldn't hurt me. Like, I would just laugh that shit off. And then he became physical. All right? So he ran down on me. I was trying to avoid him one day, child. And I got up and I went to try to, like, just go in the bathroom to get a peace of mind, get away from him, away from the drama, shut myself in. And before I could make it to the bathroom door, he had done ripped my nightgown off of me, right? Scuffling. I mean, it happened so quick, it shocked the hell out of me because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I don't know if he thought I was coming around the bed to attack him, but I'm coming towards him, but we meet like this. But the bathroom is here. So, he just went on me, child. And so I was still in shock. So my son heard it. My oldest son heard it. He darts in the room. He's like, Mom, why are you all ripped up and shit? And I just looked at, I ain't even say too much or nothing. I just looked at boy and he went loose. He went loose and tossed him down the steps and allegedly. And the boy just kept coming because he was drunk. So not only was you like, it just was too much for my kids. It was, I don't know. I always seem to intertwine, or this was the old me, because I don't even tolerate, baby. You couldn't whisper a holla at me. You hear me? So, I don't know what it was that I was just willing to tolerate that shit at the time. And just, my kids being put through that, and it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, and I learned. You live and you learn. So I'm coming here, cousins, because I don't want y'all to get it now, so you ain't got to go through it. I want to teach you so you don't have to learn the hard way. So this is me saying, even verbal abuse is abuse, and you don't deserve that. You don't deserve for somebody to tell you ain't worthy of something, you ain't shit, you this, you ain't good enough for them. Who the fuck? I don't know who the fuck he thought he was, but child, it worked for a minute, okay? It definitely worked, and it took a while for me to walk away from him, and it hurt to walk away, but it was a lesson in itself. God wanted me to know how to choose myself, know when to. So when it becomes this, where it's tearing on your soul and it's tearing on your spirit, cousins, I need you to get up and know when to walk away. Somebody that loves you will not verbally abuse you, will not physically abuse you, will not spiritually abuse you, will not take advantage of you in any kind of way. That is not love. That is not what it looks like. So domestic violence it's a plethora of things. It's not just physical, okay? So I'm standing up for more than one cause. And the fact that I've been through it already, I want to help my cousins so they don't have to go through it. You don't have to experience the heartbreak I experienced. You don't have to experience the violence that I've experienced. You don't. And they say, why is she so closed off? Why is she so mean? Why? I'm not mean. I'm guarded. I'm protected. I've had my share of bullshit, right? So what I won't do is play with me, play about me. And I want my family, and you could choose to do that. That's a choice. No, I do not think that I am better than anybody. I just have my share of shit, and I'm cool off it. That's it. Simple shit, cousins, right? So you can choose what you're willing to deal with and what you're not. And what I'm not willing to accept is disrespect. I'm not willing to accept any type of abuse. And I'm not willing to accept anything around my children. And that's just what it is, right? Because I have to lead by example. And I never want them to see and understand that that is the way someone treats you. Like, you could walk away the first time. You don't gotta get second and third chances to motherfuckers. That's not a thing. Cousins, it's not a thing, bookies, right? So let's be mindful of that. And we're gonna make this last story kind of short, because I don't want to be in this energy. That's just not my energy. Like, it's old shit, and I'm not doing this for woe is me. It's actually, Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Also, it's sarcoidosis awareness month. I also have sarcoidosis. It's why I'm on oxygen. So that'd be another thing that I touch base on as well, is that. But let's get back into it. We're going to call this guy Poppy. We're going to call him Poppy. You feel me? So this is when I was dealing with Poppy. Poppy was possessive. He was fine. Oh, he was fine body. Poppy was cute. Poppy was everything. Poppy was a provider. But Poppy was possessive. He was controlling, domineering. He was a mama's boy. He was overbearing. Now, Poppy, he was one of my favorites. Only thing with him was he was too controlling. He was kind of mean-spirited. If it wasn't his way, it wasn't nobody's way. The thing with his abuse was different. He would get overstimulated because he did not know how to communicate. And it would send him into a frenzy. And because he's a fighter, he's a boxer, he felt like his first go-to is to react impulsively, right? To bully, to intimidate. So his was more trying to intimidation and who you challenging, and like bump his chest against mine. I'm the man. Like, you don't sit your crazy ass down. And that's the thing too. That's that light skin shit. No shade, but a lot of light skinned men get like this. So yeah, I think it had a lot to do with him being light skinned too. But anywho, yeah, because they always gotta like prove themselves, I feel like. I don't know. But anyway, let's get back into it. So with him more so, he would give me anything. I don't get. This man went to work one day, right? He had to. Somebody called him to work, and he was supposed to make about 9 bands. Do you know this man went and did the job, my job, his job, everybody else's job over that motherfucker, made that 9 bands, took about 500 and gave me the rest? He was one of them. It wasn't like I didn't want for shit. If my tire, I needed new tires, he'd be like, babe, I'm coming to get your car. He come wash my car. Like, I did not want for anything. But when you're dealing with people that have that, they think they could control you. They think they could do whatever the fuck they want to do to you. Like you, they kid or something. Man, you don't keep that shit. I'd rather go grind and get it myself than you think by you financially taking care of me. Not that I need you to, but that you think by you financially taking care of me, you control me, is absolutely fucking absurd. And I was never allowing it. So the fact that he could not control me really fucked with his manhood. It really bothered him. So I think that's when he became more violent. He was more so like argumentative with the kids. Like if I was at work, he would do shit like call me, why you way down 295? Nigga, I drive med vans. What the fuck? How do you even know where I'm at type shit? That's abuse. That's psychological fucking abuse, y'all. Don't, it may seem cute. Oh, he my man. That shit is crazy. Cause how the fuck you even know I'm down 295? Cause why is you even worried about me? You worried about wrong shit. You should be at work like I'm at work. The fuck? So this is why he bought me the phone. He the one bought the phone. He set the phone where he put the tracker on the motherfucker, y'all. He put the fucking tracker on it, y'all. So he could clock everywhere I was at. Yes, he did. Yes, the fuck he did, y'all. I ain't never. I'm at a friend house one day. He called me on the phone. Why you on Summit? On Summit? How the fuck you know I'm on Summit? This one I really start doing the math. Then I hear some wind in the background. I jumped in my car so quick. I said, bro, I gotta go. Because I'm over there kicking it with the homie. This ain't even my people. I'm just cool with niggas. Niggas just be cool with me. It don't mean I'm hunching these people. Child, I tell the homie, I said, bro, I gotta go. I don't want to bring no drama to your crib. You feel me? I'm going to slide. Why the fuck I get to the corner, y'all, and this motherfucker's on one of the kids' bikes, bitch. Cutting it. Loose. Wind in his hair, curls, just I roll right past this stupid ass. He gonna call me, tell me you ain't gonna come get me. Bitch, did I take you there? Did I take your ass there? So no, I ain't coming to get you, baby. I'm gonna sit this one out. I see you when you get back to the house. Cause why the fuck is you following me? So that again is overbearing, it's controlling. He became too much. And then when I'm at work, he's constantly calling me. He's arguing with my fucking 12-year-old, my 13-year-old. Bruh. My father's stepmother lives right across the street into town. I'm like, yo, just go over there. You know, I'm at work. Are you fucking kidding me? Go over there and tell my dad to get the kids. Like, literally, we live directly across the street from each other. That was a problem for me. Somebody that can't get along with my kids, I know you're verbally abusive to me. I know how you're overbearing to me. So I could imagine my kids being in the house with you. Like, they were supposed to be at my dad's house. Like, what? No. So he's going back and forth with my fucking 12-year-old. Like, so it just became too much. You know what I mean? It became too much. Even though he never physically put his hands on me. He tried, big girl. He tried. Let me tell you what he did, child. He gonna walk past me because he raised his voice at me. And I asked him who the fuck he was talking to. He gonna walk past me and bump his chest against mine and tell me to sit the fuck down. Something in me triggered. Allegedly, I walked in the kitchen, went in the drawer, got the hammer, came back and hit that motherfucker on the table and said, try me. Cause he was livid. Cause I didn't back down. So when my kids seen that, my kid ran across the street, got my dad, got my stepmom. My dad is like, by the time I get, because he wasn't there at the time, my stepmom was. But my dad was like, by the time I get there, that motherfucker better be at your fucking house. My dad came in that motherfucker. He told me, he said, my daughter worked too hard to get the things that she get to, you know, to be able to take care of her kids, and you come in here destroying shit. This motherfucker, y'all, had done, I gotta swoop it, bitch. This motherfucker had done punch holes in my doors, in my walls. Well, at least he wasn't punching them in me. But still, bitch, I gotta fix that shit. I got to be the one to pay for, you know, them holes you causing. Yeah. My dad said, baby, go ahead and pack it up. You got to go. Out the door, you got to go, bitch. So, you know, it wasn't more so that he was a more physical with me, and I don't think he would physically harm me. I think that's why he's seen himself punching holes in the walls and, you know, all of that. I don't think he would physically do me harm because he cared for me the way he did, but I don't think he knew how to express himself. And even so, you don't have to stay in that shit because he don't know how to be, bitch. So I got the fuck on. And I have been single ever since. Yes, I have. I've been single ever since, and it's not everybody like, oh, she can't get nobody. Baby, I'm sitting this shit out. My Rolodex long than a motherfucker. Don't ever get it fucked up. Being fluffy ain't stopped shit. Ain't never stopped nothing. I ain't never had that issue getting a woman or a man. Never, not one. That was never a thing. I might have hit your bitch. That was never a thing, right? So it's just a choice. I've been through enough, and you can choose to sit some shit out. It's okay. I don't want to be abused. I don't want to be lied to. I don't want to be cheated on. I don't want the bare minimum and you call it too much. I don't want to be judged. I want to be accepted for who the fuck I am. And until God makes that possible where I can just sit with my person, I will sit this shit out, cousins. And y'all be good. Cause that's the message. I'm done with this shit. Yeah.